Most people believe that walking more is the key to staying healthy after 70. But what if I told you that doctors are now warning against it? Walking is a great way to stay active, but if it's your only form of exercise, you could be making a mistake that accelerates aging rather than slowing it down. The truth is, as you age, your body needs more than just walking to stay strong. Maintain balance and protect your joints. Relying too much on walking while ignoring other essential forms of movement can actually lead to muscle loss, joint strain, and even a higher risk of falls. That's why experts now say that after 70, you should walk less and focus on these 5 things instead, because they are the real secret to maintaining strength, energy, and independence well into your later years. In this video, we're going to break down the 5 key areas you should be prioritizing instead of just walking. These simple changes can improve your mobility, protect your bones, and even add years to your life. Stick with me until the end, because the last one is something almost no one talks about, but it plays a major role in your longevity. Before we begin, if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. If you enjoy this video, please type 1 in the comments. If you don't like it, type 0 in the comments to let me know, so I can make better videos for you. Now let's get started. 1. Strength training to preserve muscle mass. Walking is a great way to stay mobile, but if it's the only thing you're doing, you could be setting yourself up for muscle loss. After 70, sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle mass, becomes one of the biggest threats to independence. The problem is that walking alone doesn't do much to build muscle. It primarily engages the lower body, and even then, it doesn't provide the kind of resistance your muscles need to stay strong. That's why doctors now emphasize that after 70, strength training should be a top priority, because it directly counteracts muscle loss, improves balance, and keeps you strong enough to avoid injuries and falls. If you can still carry a heavy grocery bag without struggling, stand up from a chair without using your hands, or open a tight jar with ease, that's a great sign that your muscles are still working well. But if you've noticed that these simple tasks feel harder than they used to, it's likely because your muscles are gradually weakening, even if you don't realize it. And the reality is, if you don't actively work to maintain your strength, your body will start losing it. Take someone like Robert, 74. He walked every day thinking that was enough to keep him healthy. But one day he noticed he was struggling to lift a box that used to feel light. He also realized that standing up from the couch felt more difficult than before. At first he blamed it on aging, but then his doctor explained that muscle loss wasn't just something that happened. It was something that happened faster if you didn't challenge your muscles. So he started adding basic strength exercises into his routine, light resistance bands, bodyweight squats, and simple dumbbell movements. Within a few months, he noticed a huge difference. He felt stronger, more stable, and even had more energy throughout the day. Strength training doesn't mean lifting heavy weights at the gym. It can be as simple as using resistance bands, doing bodyweight exercises like squats or push-ups against a counter, or even lifting household objects. The key is progressive resistance, challenging your muscles just enough to keep them active and engaged. And the benefits go far beyond just strength. Studies show that maintaining muscle mass is directly linked to longer life expectancy, better mobility, and even improved brain health. If you want to test where your strength is at right now, try this: sit in a chair and stand up without using your hands. If you can do this easily, that's a great sign. If you struggle, it may be time to start focusing on rebuilding your strength. And the good news, it's never too late. Strength training can reverse muscle loss, improve balance, and keep you independent for years to come. So if you're someone who still relies only on walking for exercise, consider this your wake-up call. Muscle is the key to longevity, and after 70, it's one of the most important things you can protect. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're here. Now let's continue. 2 balance and stability exercises to prevent falls. Walking keeps you moving, but it doesn't always improve balance. And that's something most people don't realize until it's too late. After 70, fall prevention becomes one of the most important aspects of staying healthy and independent. Falls are one of the leading causes of serious injury in older adults, and many falls happen not because of weak legs, but because of poor balance. If you aren't actively training your balance, you might be unknowingly increasing your risk of stumbles, trips, and dangerous falls. You might think, I've been walking my whole life, so my balance must be fine. But balance isn't something that stays strong automatically. It's something that gradually declines unless you actively work on it. Walking doesn't challenge the small stabilizing muscles in your feet, ankles, and core the way balance-specific exercises do. And if your balance weakens, even a small misstep can lead to a fall that takes months, or even years to recover from. Think about the last time you stood on one foot, while putting on a sock or tried reaching for something on a high shelf. Did you feel steady, or did you have to grab onto something? Many people don't realize their balance is slipping until they experience a near fall, one that leaves them shaken up and cautious with every step. That's what happened to someone like Edward, 76. He was always active, but one day while stepping off a curb, his foot landed at an odd angle, and he suddenly lost his balance. He caught himself just in time, but that moment made him realize how vulnerable he had become. His doctor told him that simple balance exercises like standing on one foot, shifting his weight side to side, and practicing controlled movements could help rebuild his stability. Within weeks, he noticed that he felt stronger, steadier, and more confident in his movements. Balance exercises don't require a gym or special equipment. Simple movements, like standing on one foot, walking heel to toe in a straight line, or practicing slow, controlled weight shifts can dramatically improve your stability. And the benefits go beyond just avoiding falls. Better balance means better posture, stronger reflexes, and even improved coordination, making every movement feel more effortless and controlled. If you want to test your balance, try this: stand near a counter for safety and lift one foot off the ground. See if you can hold your balance for at least 10 seconds. If this feels easy, that's a great sign. If you struggle, it's a sign that your balance may need some work. And the sooner you start, the better. Balance is one of those things that you don't think about until it's too late, but training it now can keep you strong and independent for years to come. So if you've been focusing only on walking, it's time to start prioritizing balance. Because the best way to prevent a fall isn't just to stay active. It's to train your body to stay steady. 3 flexibility and mobility exercises to keep joints healthy. Walking may keep your legs moving, but it doesn't do much for flexibility. And that's something that becomes critically important after 70. Over time, your joints naturally stiffen, your range of motion decreases, and movements that once felt effortless can start feeling restricted. If you've ever noticed that turning your head feels tighter than before, or that bending down to tie your shoe isn't as easy as it used to be, that's a sign that your flexibility is declining. And when your mobility starts to shrink, so does your independence. The problem is that many people don't realize how important mobility is until they start losing it. Walking alone doesn't stretch the muscles fully, nor does it engage all the different movement patterns your joints need to stay functional. That's why doctors now emphasize that after 70, Dedicating time to flexibility and mobility exercises is just as important as staying active, because it's what allows you to keep doing daily activities without discomfort or strain. Think about the last time you reached for something in the back seat of your car, or tried to put on a jacket. Did it feel smooth, or did you notice stiffness? Many people ignore these small changes, thinking they're just part of aging. But what's really happening is that the muscles and connective tissues are tightening over time, reducing flexibility little by little. This is exactly what happened to someone like Walter, 78. He was still walking daily, but over time, he noticed that getting out of bed in the morning felt stiffer than before. When he reached for something on the floor, he had to bend his knees more than usual. His doctor told him that mobility loss wasn't just about getting older. It was about not using his joints to their full range of motion. So he started incorporating gentle stretching, controlled movements, and joint exercises into his daily routine. Within weeks, he felt looser, more comfortable, and even noticed an improvement in his posture. Flexibility exercises don't mean sitting down and touching your toes for 10 seconds. Dynamic stretches, controlled rotations, and gentle yoga-inspired movements can make a world of difference. Simple activities like neck rotations, shoulder rolls, knee-to-chest stretches, or ankle circles help keep your joints lubricated and pain-free. And the benefits go far beyond just feeling less stiff. Greater flexibility means fewer aches and pains, better circulation, improved posture, and even a lower risk of falls. If you want to test your flexibility, try this: stand up straight and slowly turn your head as far as you can to one side, then the other. Does it feel smooth, or do you feel tightness? If you notice restrictions, it's a sign that your flexibility is decreasing, and now is the time to do something about it. Mobility loss is not inevitable. With just a few minutes a day of focused stretching, you can keep your body feeling younger, more mobile, and pain-free for years to come. So if walking is your main form of exercise, it's time to start focusing on flexibility too. Keeping your joints loose and your movements smooth is one of the most important things you can do to stay active and independent after 70. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 3 below to let me know you're here. Now let's keep going. 4 core and posture exercises to protect your spine. Walking may keep your legs in motion, but it doesn't do much for your core strength or posture, and these are 2 things that become critical after 70. A strong core isn't just about having toned abs, it's about maintaining stability, preventing back pain, and ensuring that your spine stays aligned as you move. If your core is weak, you may start experiencing lower back discomfort, balance problems, or a tendency to hunch forward when walking, all of which can increase your risk of falls and joint strain over time. Most people don't realize how important postural strength is until they start feeling aches and pains that weren't there before. If you've noticed that you're slouching more, feeling stiffness in your lower back, or having trouble standing upright for long periods, that's a sign that your core muscles aren't doing their job. Walking alone doesn't fully engage the deep stabilizing muscles in your abdomen and lower back, which is why doctors emphasize that after 70, core and posture exercises should become a priority. Consider someone like Harold, 75. He was always active, but over the years he noticed his shoulders rounding forward and his lower back feeling more strained, even though he walked daily. His doctor explained that poor posture was putting extra pressure on his spine and joints, leading to chronic stiffness and an increased risk of imbalance. So he started incorporating gentle core activation exercises like seated pelvic tilts, standing posture resets, and abdominal bracing into his routine. Within a few weeks, he noticed less back pain, better posture, and even improved breathing capacity. Core exercises don't require a gym or any special equipment. Simple movements like standing tall against a wall, engaging your lower abs while sitting, or practicing slow, controlled rotations can activate the deep stabilizing muscles that keep your spine aligned. And the benefits go beyond just posture. A strong core means better balance, reduced joint strain, and even improved digestion, since your abdominal muscles play a role in supporting internal organs. If you want to test your core strength, try this. Stand against a wall with your back flat and your head, shoulders, and hips touching the surface. Can you maintain this position comfortably, or does it feel like you have to force yourself upright? If it feels unnatural, that's a sign that your posture may need work. And the sooner you start strengthening your core, the better. Posture and core strength are essential for staying active, avoiding injuries, and maintaining a youthful appearance. If you've been relying only on walking for exercise, it's time to focus on the muscles that truly keep you upright and strong. 5 joint protection and low-impact movements to reduce strain. Walking is a great way to stay active, but if it's your only form of movement, it can start putting unnecessary strain on your joints, especially after 70. As we age, cartilage wears down, joint fluid decreases, and shock absorption becomes less efficient. This is why many seniors begin to experience stiff knees, aching hips, or discomfort in their feet, even if they've been active their entire lives. The problem isn't necessarily the walking itself, it's that walking alone doesn't provide the joint support your body needs. Many people assume joint pain is just a natural part of aging, but in reality, stiffness and discomfort happen faster when you aren't actively protecting your joints. Walking can sometimes make this worse because it involves repetitive impact on the same joints over and over again. That's why doctors now emphasize that after 70, you need to walk less and focus more on low-impact movements that strengthen and protect your joints. Think about the last time you finished a long walk. Did you feel energized and pain-free, or did you notice aching joints, stiffness, or a lingering sense of discomfort? If walking leaves you feeling sore, it may be a sign that your joints aren't getting the support they need. This is exactly what happened to someone like Raymond, 77. He was walking daily, thinking it was the best thing for his health, but over time his knees started feeling stiff and his lower back began to ache. His doctor explained that he needed to reduce the repetitive impact on his joints and start incorporating low-impact movements instead. He began doing gentle swimming, cycling, and flexibility-focused exercises, and within a few weeks, his pain decreased significantly without having to give up movement altogether. Joint-friendly movements include activities like water exercises, cycling, Tai Chi, or even simple chair-based stretches. These activities help increase blood flow to the joints, improve lubrication, and strengthen the surrounding muscles without putting excessive stress on sensitive areas. And the benefits go beyond just pain relief. Protecting your joints now ensures better mobility, less stiffness, and greater ease of movement for years to come. If you want to test how your joints are doing, try this: sit in a chair and slowly stand up without using your hands. Notice how your knees and hips feel. Do they move smoothly, or do they feel stiff and achy? If there's any discomfort, that's your body telling you that your joints need more care, and switching to low-impact movements could make all the difference. Maintaining strong, healthy joints is about more than just avoiding pain. It's about preserving mobility, protecting your independence, and ensuring that every step you take feels effortless rather than painful. If you've been focusing only on walking, it's time to prioritize your joint health and start incorporating movements that help rather than harm. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 5 below to let me know you're here. Now let's wrap things up. Final thoughts. Enrich. As we wrap up this video, take a moment to reflect on these 5 priorities. If you've been relying only on walking for exercise, you might not have realized how much your body needs more than just steps to stay strong, mobile, and pain-free. After 70, your focus should shift toward protecting muscle mass, improving balance, increasing flexibility, strengthening your core, and reducing joint strain. These are the things that will truly keep you active and independent for years to come. Many people assume that aging means slowing down, but the truth is, your body is still capable of improving at any age. Whether you need to work on strength, balance, flexibility, or posture, small changes can make a huge difference in how you move, how you feel, and how long you stay independent. The key is to start now. Muscle, balance, and joint health don't decline overnight, it happens gradually. But the good news? That means you have the power to slow it down or even reverse it. So, which of these 5 areas do you need to focus on the most? Have you noticed any changes in your strength, balance, or mobility? We'd love to hear from you, so leave a comment below sharing one thing you learned today and how you plan to bring it into practice in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.